Hi, I'm Carmel, and it's been 365 days in Distinct. I am a sales rep, as well as, I wouldn't say the founder, but the brains behind the concept. Distinct has been a baby, and when I say baby, it's been something I've watched grow from basic concept to actually curating and putting it all together. It's something I'm so passionate about, and the more we do it, the more I've learned about myself and about the team I work for. Speaking about the team behind Distinct is a formidable team, a team filled with energy, creative ideas, and just fun. Distinct has been life-changing, not just for myself, but for each and every member of this team. Let's get into who I am and how this began. Okay, so when I think about when Distinct came up, it was an idea in a team building session, and we had to think of other new creative avenues for the digital aspect and digital space with the Observer. And I thought, why not a digital magazine? And the issue was that we didn't know of the name of the publication. But I remember stumbling across Distinct and thinking, this magazine is distinctly us, distinctly me. So distinctly you. That's exactly where that came from.
1 year in, what has been the most rewarding moment since launching the magazine?
The launch. The first issue was our hardest issue. There was quite a few of us selling into it. So we managed to sell, but Bernice put it all together. Bernice is our creative mastermind behind it. She designed every single ad in that magazine. And the night it was completed, I remember driving home. I think Kendra and I worked with Bernice till about 10 o'clock. Driving home and this feeling of pride, this feeling of we did it. We pulled together the first in Zululand, the first digital interactive magazine in Zululand. It's like a mother watching their child walk for the first time. And so pride is what it feels like.
What's a challenge you faced behind the scenes that people probably don't know about?
We're gonna just be real and tell you. The tears. We are a female team, guys. Oh, the tears. And people would think these cat fights. No, we don't. We're very respectful. But the tears, the overwhelming trying to get an ad, trying to make sure your article is done, trying to make sure, for me, the fashion in the magazine is my baby. I love fashion. So trying to make sure that the fashion pieces are what's trending, what people want to see, the house stuff. We challenge ourselves to talk about things that we don't know everything about. So we have to learn. So yeah, that's behind the scenes.
How has this journey changed you personally, not just professionally?
Okay, so this journey definitely has changed me personally. I think every single person, whether you are a cover or whether you are not just an article, because you were never just an article. You are a moment in my life that I got to read your story and your story impacted me. Whether it was Rob and Rika's relationship, building their dream marriage, that's what they're doing now. Or it was Daniel and Ingrid's inspirational story on how they became content creators. Or whether it was Bronette's story about how she lost so much weight. Or even Rianne's dream of going to New York and finding herself and opening her own real estate business. Each and every story in that magazine has impacted my life. I've learned. Interesting twist. Okay, let's go. I can do this. I've learned so much from every single person. And it does touch my heart because it's not just a magazine, it's somebody's life. It's not just an article. It's a moment in history for Zululand, for the Observer, for me.
Was there ever a moment you wanted to give up? What kept you going?
Yes, there has been moments where we want to give up. Where the ads aren't coming in, where the deadline is not deadlining, where just everything feels like it's going wrong. And in that moment, I'm grateful for team, because the team is what pulls it together. The magazine is not just me, it's not just the Observer. it's a team that's behind this magazine. In those moments where you want to give up and we're like looking at each other like it's not possible, but it is always possible. Because if we come together like we always do, we manage to pull it out. So yes, there are moments we want to give up, but it will be.
What does success mean to you now compared to when you first launched?
Somebody very close to me said to me, happiness is ever changing. So that those benchmarks that you have in your life where you say, I just wanted 20 people to read it, and then 20 people read it, and then you're no longer happy. And so we're learning to be humble and happy with the beginning. So learning that when the 20 people read it, it's just as important as when the 100 people read it. So as much as happiness is ever changing, so is success. My plan of success then was 20 people reading it. Now my plan is that it must be a formidable experience that is life-changing for me and the reader. So success is no longer how much money we made, but it's how enjoyable this read is.
How do you balance being creative, strategic, and still staying true to yourself?
To find a perfect balance is almost impossible. So sometimes you know that something else has to give and something else will fall. So there's times where we're focusing on the ads and you see that the content is not where it needs to be, and then we change focus. So how do we keep the balances? When we realize, it's in that moment when you realize that we're dropping the ball in one area, that we will focus on that and we pick that up. So to find a balance, you don't find a balance. You just change it according to what you need it to be.
What impact do you hope Distinct has on its readers and community?
Distinct has changed my life, and not in the ways people think, like, oh, it was a new magazine and we made lots of money. No, Distinct has changed my life because of the people in it, because of the team I work for, and so I would like a life-changing impact on all our readers.
What story or feature published this past year has stayed with you the most?
Ooh, okay, please don't come for me. Everybody's important. Everybody's a winner. But my heart, Daniel and Ingrid. Before I met them, I started following them, and their story was it was cute, and it just was inspiring. And then I met them in real life. And when I tell you I've met them thereafter, I met Adelaide, the baby. Ingrid and I are really good friends. Ingrid's become like a little sister. It wasn't just an article. It's amazing how sometimes you make these connections with people and they become your family. And I think Daniel and Ingrid have become family for me. So it has to be Daniel and Ingrid.
How important is representation and authenticity in the content you create?
I just cried. It is important to be authentic. I really do believe that. Guys, be yourself. Everybody else is taken. I was raised by a strong woman, and being raised by a strong woman, I've learned that there's moments where I'm going to be weak and there's moments where I need to be strong. And somehow find that balance that we all battle to find. But through all of it, be you. I read a quote today by Jay Shetty. It said, if you're an ocean, be an ocean. Don't be a pond because people's inability to swim in an ocean.
What advice would you give to young Carmel or any young woman with a dream?
There's two things. Babe says, just start. Always, just start. And that sticks with me because I am a procrastinator, note guys. Like, I work well under pressure. So when you have a dream and you're a procrastinator, you come up with these beautiful ideas, but you never ever bet on yourself. So I think the advice I would give is just start. Start somewhere. You could have one person reading your magazine. That's one person's life that you changed, that saw it, that didn't see you in the beginning. The advice I'd give to younger Carmel is that you actually can. And you are enough, and you will always be enough.
Who has supported you the most during this journey?
My girls. I mean, through all of this, we speak on balance, but being a mother and finding time to be a mother and to work, and then your kids reaffirm your decision that you're doing well. Where my eldest will be like, Mom, is it out? Can I read it? and my small one will screenshot a picture that I'm in the paper and show all her friends, put it as her status. So my biggest supporters have been my babies.
Looking ahead, what's the bigger vision for Distinct?
The vision for Distinct is for it to go on, to continue a month edition and not every 3 months, because we would like more advertisers, more stories, a bigger team. So for me, my dream for Distinct is for it to be still under the Zulu Observer umbrella, but a branch of its own, bringing in the equal amount of revenue as print and our normal digital platforms. In wrapping up my interview, I'd like to say a special thank you to our team. Thank you for believing in something that I believed in, and I appreciate each and every one of you for buying into the vision. And I'd like to say a special thank you to our readers and our advertisers. You guys have made this possible. We are who we are because of the people around us, our team, our community. We are distinct.